Hello everyone. Today I have a story for you. A story from a small village about a boy who learned the true power of focus. By the end of this story, you will understand how deep focus can change your life completely. There was a quiet village surrounded by green fields, warm sunlight, and simple lives. In that village lived a boy named Raghav. He was known for something special. He was intelligent, hardworking, and sincere. But life was not easy for him. Raghav lived with his mother and he helped her run the home. Every morning, he woke up before sunrise. He walked to the fields, plowed the soil, watered the plants, and worked until sweat covered his entire body. Only after finishing his work, he came home, washed up, and studied for a short time. He loved studying, but he had very little time for schoolwork. Still, everyone in the village believed that Raghav would top his 12th grade exams. They believed in his intelligence, and Raghav also tried his best. Finally, exam time arrived. Raghav worked in the fields during the day and studied at night under a small lamp. When the results came, something unexpected happened. Raghav failed one subject. It felt like the sky fell on him. But the worst part was not the failure. It was the villagers. Every day when Raghav walked from his house to the fields, people whispered, laughed, and threw sharp words at him. Look, the smart boy who failed. He can't even pass one subject. All his confidence is useless. Their words were like thorns. Raghav stayed silent, but inside his heart was breaking. One evening, after a long day of work, Raghav went to his teacher, Teacher Karim, an old man with a calm voice and kind eyes. Raghav stood quietly in front of him and said, "Teacher, when I walk to the fields, people mock me. They laugh at me. I cannot tolerate it anymore." The teacher looked at him, nodded slowly, and said, "Raghav, tomorrow morning I want you to do something." "What is it, teacher?" Raghav asked softly. "Take a large pot, fill it completely with milk, and walk through the same path. But remember one thing, not even one drop must fall. Not a single drop." Raghav was confused. Why would the teacher ask him to do something so strange? But he respected his teacher, so he agreed. The next morning, the sun rose gently over the fields. The birds began to sing. The village started waking up. Raghav filled a big pot with fresh milk right to the top. The milk was full, heavy, and still. He held the pot carefully with both hands and stepped outside. He took slow, deliberate steps. The pot felt shaky. One small mistake, and the milk would spill. As he walked, the path seemed longer than ever. The stones on the road felt like mountains. The gentle breeze felt like a strong wind, threatening to tip the pot over. He focused every bit of his energy on the pot of milk. His eyes were fixed on the surface, making sure it stayed level. He blocked out everything else. He passed the usual spots where people gathered. He could faintly hear their voices in the distance, but he didn't register what they were saying. His mind was a quiet, focused space, centered only on his task. He walked through the entire village, his muscles tensed, his breath held. Finally, he reached the end of the path and saw his teacher waiting for him. He carefully placed the pot on the ground. Not a single drop had been spilled. He looked up, his face covered in sweat but also glowing with a sense of achievement. "Raghav," the teacher said with a gentle smile, "tell me, did you hear anyone laugh at you today? Did you see anyone point a finger at you?" Raghav thought for a moment and then shook his head. "No, teacher. I didn't hear anything. I didn't see anyone." Teacher Karim put a hand on his shoulder. "Why not?" Raghav replied, "Because my entire focus was on the pot of milk. I was so careful not to spill a drop that I didn't notice anything else." The teacher's smile widened. "Exactly. That's the lesson. When your focus is on your goal, the distractions, the noise, the criticism, it all fades away. Your goal was to not spill the milk, and you succeeded because you gave it your complete attention." From that day on, Raghav's life changed. Understood. He went back to his work in the fields and his studies at night. When people mocked him, he didn't hear them. His mind was focused on his work, on his books, on his future. To next year, he not only passed his exams, but topped the entire district. This simple story teaches us a powerful truth. In life, there will always be critics and negative voices. If we focus on them, we will stumble and fall. But if we keep our eyes on our own pot of milk, on our own goals, we can walk through any path without being disturbed. Our focus is our shield. Where you put your focus is where you put your energy. Choose to focus on what truly matters to you. I hope this story inspires you as much as it inspired me. If you found this helpful, please like this video and subscribe for more stories that can change your perspective. Thank you for watching.